Hi guys, it's Amy with Aim to Plan, and today I am here with a full year of daily and weekly pages in my personal planner. So I am going to do a flip through of 2023 in my personal planner. These are my functional weekly and daily pages that I use to do pre-planning and a little bit of personal journaling. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I don't know if you can tell, but I'm a little bit sick. So I have kind of a sore throat, have a cold I picked up from Rose. She went back to daycare, and so she picked up cold, and then I ended up with it. So I will not talk as much. Also, it's going to be kind of a longer video just because I'm flipping through an entire year, so I'll try to keep the narrating down to a minimum. And so I am flipping through weekly pages as well as daily pages. I did not use daily pages every single day, and I didn't use weekly pages every single day, although you'll see that I have an entire year of weekly pages. I didn't really use them all the time, so you'll see that as we flip through. But this is set up on a big size happy planner. It is a cover that I just absolutely adore. This is the actual cover itself. I can't remember the name. It was like floral line art or something like that. Very difficult to find now, I think, but I love the inside cover. It's so cute, and I put it on expander discs, and yeah, and this is the entire year, so I don't know if you can see it. I also have classic size pages in there, so you'll see that as we flip through. I am fine going to the biggest size, so this is the big size, and then just sticking the smaller size, the classic size, inside there. And so again, hopefully I won't narrate too much. I'll narrate maybe just like the first beginning pages. I love that. Okay, so here's the hello page. I just stuck one in just because I thought it was cute, my divider for the year. And then this right here is going to be my weekly pages. For my weekly pages, I did do outdated dashboard layout pages that I ended up redating for 2023. And I used only the weekly pages, so you can see that if I have monthlies, I think this might be the only one. If I had these pages, I just ended up not using it, but I think that was the only one. So let me scoot so you can see. Sometimes I used this left hand side. I did start doing budgeting here, and then any errands and to-do list type stuff, and then this side was errands. I decorated like I think literally the first week, and that was it. And so it's pretty much just tracking all the events, all the things. This planner I did use to plan events out in advance, so I was able to, for the entire year, just write down things like if I even in January had something in December, I would be able to write it in. And so this was definitely just pen to paper. I did try to keep it neat. I tipped in some things because I actually used this page. I did try to keep it neat, but it was also okay if it got a little bit messy. I don't think it really got messy at any point, but I do cross things out, as you can see, and I'm totally okay with that. And so, like I said, I used a mix of outdated dashboard layouts, so it goes from like all the different styles of dashboard that I had in my stash. And that's pretty much it. So I'll just flip through fairly quickly. I just find it fun to look at these pages. This section right here I used for social media for a portion of time, just because I didn't have a separate social media planner in 2023. So to-do list, errands, or sometimes like house chores, social media, YouTube and Instagram type stuff, budget type stuff, and then a habit tracker. All right, so yeah, and I did that for pretty much the first half of the year, and then towards the end, the second half of the year, I ended up not using it as much, the left-hand side, so we'll see that as we get into it. Like this one is very empty. This one also very empty. I must not have used it in June as a weekly planner, just as a pre-planner, yes, like to track these events, but I must not have used it to do this side. So this must be the start of July. Yeah, started in July. Went back to using it fully. Have like post-it notes and washi and all sorts of things in here. Most of the pages that I used for this planner were outdated, like I said, but they were also already decorated, so I did not add those. This just came on the page. I'm trying to flip quickly, but there are so many pages. They're kind of stuck together too. All right, I must not have used it in August, so you can see it's not as filled out, and I did tape the pages together, so that's why it's a little bit more difficult. I have post-it notes in here. Alright, getting towards the end here of the weekly pages. Yeah, so I didn't use it, as you can see here, in September. I think I used it in October. And I just go back and forth. Because I have a daily planner as well, I don't necessarily need the weekly planner, but sometimes I use it, sometimes I don't. So obviously I used it in October. You can see it's much more filled out. Okay. And this actually shouldn't be in here. I'll put that in the daily pages in a minute. Excuse me. It got a lot messier towards the end of the year, as I can kind of see that. I put a note here to make a copy for my personal planner as well. This is what the page itself look like. Looks like that. And then I had a couple of tip-ins here because we were traveling this week, so there's some travel notes in here, but this is what that looks like. I was using Sharpie, so I don't know why I brought a Sharpie with me to do travel journaling, but that's what I did. Okay. And then I know in December I was in daily pages, so this will be very bare. I did take these events and transfer them to the daily planner. Like, look at this week, it's completely empty. I have like one note. It's completely empty. Wow. The same thing here, just one note. I definitely did not use it the last 2 weeks of the year, and so I actually didn't even use daily planning. So now it's going to be daily planning. Now for daily planning, I did add in just some random dividers to separate it. What I used was a tool letter size, and so it's a day on one page. It goes from 6 to 7 at night, or 8 o'clock at night, as you can see here. And so then in this section, I basically put any events. If I use boxes, I could just use the boxes, but if I don't use boxes, then I'll kind of hand letter any events that I have. And then I also just kind of journal and keep track of what I do at each hour. And there's a section here that's a to-do list, a top priorities, which I normally use for like all day or longer events in the day, and then a notes section, which I sometimes use and sometimes don't. So just in explaining all of that, you'll see this as we flip through. Okay, I zoomed out just a little bit just so I could give myself some space to flip this. So that was January 1st. I didn't use January 2nd. And these are all from January 1st. What I ended up trying to do was like a micro, kind of like junk journaling thing, which did not work out. I did literally the one. And then for January 2nd through 8th, I tried to do daily planning, like my type of daily planning in a weekly. It got very messy. I feel like this is way too much. And so I gave that up after that week. I had notes on sticky notes. There's some stuff related to a YouTube video. This is notes for a YouTube video. So I have like random stuff that I just kind of post in here or like punch and put in here, and then it goes back to daily planning. So in the first week of January, the first couple of weeks of January, I was trying to figure out my style, and I almost always have like tip-ins, like extra sticky notes and stuff like that, but mostly it's just going to be the daily pages. But January was exploration month, so you can kind of see all the random stuff. I did also in January decorate the pages, but that didn't always happen. I'm not actually like showing you these pages. Okay, there we go. And then it went from the 12th to the 27th. So I do not, like I said, always, I'll blur this out, but I don't always blur that out. I don't always complete a page for every day. So that was to the 30th. Then we go into February. Now February, this is my just printout of tasks in my Remember to Milk app. 3rd, 4th, to 5th. I was still doing pretty good with decorating. And then the 6th, this is just some random notes on like, and then this is my card, anniversary card for my husband. I'm actually going to take this out and put that in my, towards the end of the year, I decided to put together a holiday book, so that's going to go in there. Okay, then the 20th and the 21st. Note from Melissa. Thank you, Melissa. Here's the 24th. More notes from the 24th because I decorated it. And then this is just like some random stuff that I put in here. I won't pull it out. It's just like random notes to myself. And this with some random notes, just random stuff. Okay, so I just like to take all the notes, all the tasks, journal about the day, all of that. Okay, so now it gets to where I stopped using stickers. So I'll flip a little bit faster then. I also had like these sticky notes in here. I must have needed it, not quite sure. Right, I must have covered this up because of a negative note that I did ages ago. I don't even remember at this point. And this is like some old task list, so I just used the top to kind of like plan out July. I feel like it's kind of in advance in March, but that's what that was actually for. More random notes, more random notes. This is like old, I think. So then it goes to the 15th. All right. 16th, 17th, 18th, and 19th. I must have done like every page in March. And you can see I just didn't even redate it. I just used the numbers themselves. And you'll see later in a year, I don't even bother like using the correct dates. So here's just random notes stuck on top of that one. Writing on envelopes. You know, I write on anything, as you can see. All right, so that was March. In April, I literally have the one. That's it. So in April, I was in my weekly planner for the entire month. Then May, I had a couple of notes here. Again, more sticky notes, as you can see there. I am losing my voice already. So I did decorate though. So super cute pages. I love decorating just because it makes each page unique instead of just pen to paper, but sometimes I don't have the time. So hopefully I'm doing a great job of narrating and flipping at the same time. So that's wonderful. All right, and this was I did for the 26th, but I ended up using it on the 30th, so I put myself that note. All right, here's June. Actually, this is May 31st, and then June. And this was a very old subscription note that I finally just stuck in here. I'm never going to use that little note for anything. So it's back to pen to paper. It's so fun looking at these pages. I know I'm going very quickly, but it's fun to just kind of see what people do. What I do in terms of writing in it. So I love these videos, but I'm only in June, so I gotta speed this up. I don't want it to be an hour-long video. Okay, so June was very messy. So like you could see in January, I was like, let's write very pretty, and like look at June. It's just like all over the place. That's so funny. Okay, July. Like had one random sticky note. I should have put it on this side actually, just to get over there. Hopefully you saw that page, so that looks like that. Okay, so July 6th, the 7th, then it was to the 16th, but I did decorate these pages. The 17th, the 18th, 19th, then I skipped to the 21st. Yeah, definitely not what I'm doing every single day. Then I skipped another day right here. I skipped the 27th. Super cute. I love these pages, right? And then the 31st. And now into August. So in August, I do know that I bought these stickers from Temu, and I started like redating that way. Let's see how long we keep that up. Still decorating. Yay me. Doing a great job. Oh, then I stopped. Stopped decorating. Oh, okay. Then I get back to decorating. Oh, it goes from the 6th to the 18th. So big gap. But then I did get back in and start decorating. Alright. Random little note from Sophia. Or actually for Sophia. Right. It goes from the 20th to the 25th and then the 26th. So yeah, I just skip a lot of days. If I don't have the time and I don't need it, then I don't use it. Alright, so then September, still using the dates. this is pen to paper. I love using daily pages because you can see I write so much. It's mostly journaling, like I said, but like having the extra space is just really nice. This actually should be taped together. Right, so then it goes to the 10th here. This, I think, also should be taped together. Yeah. I was running down to the end of the pages, so some pages I had used previously. So it goes again from the 18th to the 24th. Sometime in the 20s, I feel like every month I just kind of gave up. But, you know, did I miss the 26th here? Yes, sometimes that just happens. 29th and 30th. Right, and then October I missed a bunch, I know. So this is October 4th. Oh, and October 5th, and that's it. Okay, so I must have been in my weekly planner for most of this month. Right, then November. Okay, so for November, I only used the last couple of days. So this is the 27th. Right, and then this says the 7th, but it has to be the 28th because it's in November. So this is the 28th, the 29th, I think, at least, and the 30th. Okay, I think that's correct because I'm just looking at these notes and that looks correct to me. Oh, so I didn't redate it, but this is definitely the 30th. I should redate it, but I'm just not going to do it. All right, so then this is December. Now, I know December was no stickers, but I put very small right here. This is the 1st, 2nd and 3rd, 4th and 5th. Still trying to be neat here. 6 and 7, 8 and 9. At this point, I am like basically just transferring notes from a digital app to these pages. This one I actually did. Look how messy it is compared to earlier, right? But I'm definitely using a lot of digital planning, and then I'm just transferring these notes over here. This is, oh, I skipped a couple of weeks too because I was on a cruise. So then the 20th and 21st, 22nd, 23rd, and then 24th. And then after that, I was just like, I've been doing digital planning. I'm just going to give up the ghost and just do the digital planning thing for the rest of the year, which is like a week. And so that's pretty much it. The one thing that I pulled out earlier was this. So I'm going to stick this in here because this goes in October. And then I pulled out my anniversary card to put elsewhere. I'm going to store that with my holiday planner. But yeah, that was the entire year of daily pages that I did, not every single day, but for the days that I needed it and wanted it, and also my weekly planner, which I did have a page for every single day, every single week. So I hope you enjoyed this flip through. I find these videos very entertaining just because you can see kind of like what my mental state was during each of these different months, and so at least I can see it. I don't know if you can, but you know, just even the handwriting is an indicator of like what it looks like or where my mind was. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to my channel, and until the next video. Bye guys.